Hey everyone, how you doing today? This is Al coming to you once again. And today we're in beautiful Clermont, Florida, which is just a stone's throw away from the Disney property in central Orlando, and about 25-30 minutes out. What's really nice about Clermont is that most of Florida is kind of flat, but Clermont is pretty hilly. So I'm going to show you a view behind me, but we got the beautiful palm trees today. And today, for the first time in a really long time, we're going to try to eat outside at a restaurant, because now phase one in Florida has opened up and the Florida economy is starting to awaken. So we're going to help support some of these local businesses by coming out today. And folks, if you've never been over to Clermont, it's really, really nice. This is where a lot of the cast members live and work. I mean, actually, that's where they live, and they come to Disney and work. But it's a beautiful, beautiful area. It's very wide open, and I'm going to show you behind me in a second. It's really a nice place because it's very wide open. You have all the stuff over here like BJ's, and we're actually going to go to a BJ's today, so I'll show you that too. Curly's here with us, so stay tuned for a really interesting video from Clermont, and I'm going to throw in some social distancing stuff too. And so enjoy, stand by. So here's Curly coming out of the truck. He's all set and he's happy. So folks, this is just an idea of Clermont right here. And for those who are familiar with Orlando, you know it's kind of flat. But if you come around here, there's also, if you look right back there, there's a thing called the Orange Tower. And it's kind of like 14 stories tall. You could go up there and it overlooks all the orange groves. It's really, really nice. And today we're in the BJ shopping complex. And as you can see, they're doing some social distancing right here, which is really nice. You can see the tables are 6 feet apart. We're going to probably eat at Jimmy John's. Like I said, we want to support some local places. And everything is being maintained really, really well from as we drove up, there were folks cleaning all the windows and the tables. So folks are really trying to do a strong effort to open things up here. And I think they're succeeding. So we're hoping that things get back to normal really soon. So stay tuned. We're going to show you a fun video today, and I hope you enjoy it. As always, folks, drop me a comment if you have any ideas for what videos you'd like to see. But hopefully some laughs today and some fun. So stand by. Yeah, so here we have Carrie enjoying the view of the hills and the mountains. What do you think of all the open scenery here and everything?
This is really pretty here. It's wide open, and you get a really nice view, and you feel like you're really high on top somewhere, which I like heights, so that's good for me. So, hi everybody, it's beautiful out. Come on out and enjoy the day. Hi.
So here's a little bit of the complex here. Like I was showing you, that's Flipper's Pizza. We're probably going to do Jimmy John's today because we have Curly with us, of course. And they'll let us sit outside with Curly. And I don't currently have a mask. So folks, we're here at the Microbrew. It's called Growler USA, Microbrew. And you might be interested to find out what folks really have to do to just get ready for opening up a business now. Currently...
Hi everyone, Charles with Growler USA. We're getting ready to open the doors up this COVID-19 new world we're living in, and a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. We're sanitizing, we're cleaning, we're making sure that the safety of our guests is a priority. So come on in and have a beer with us and eat some food. We'd love to see you.
It looks like a great place. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, I can see how well you're cleaning it. What is the specialty of the house? Like, if I come here, what's like the main thing I have to get here when I come?
Well, we're like a tap house.
Okay.
So we specialize in beer, wine, and crafted cocktails. We do all American craft beers. So you won't find European beers. A lot of off stuff that you've never seen before.
Okay.
We've had beers in here that are made with like ghost chili peppers and Carolina Reaper peppers and vanillas and coconuts, so we've got a lot of variety as far as that goes. Our kitchen is a scratch kitchen. We make everything in house. One of the big things we do is burgers and American fare.
I love that. That's great. Can't beat a burger and a brew.
Yeah, and one of our specialties is our Brussels sprouts, our crispy Brussels sprouts.
Really? I wouldn't expect something like that.
Well, we sell them by the pound to folks. That's how much the people seem to love them. So
holy cow, we got to definitely come back. When are you opening? Tonight?
We're opening Friday at noon.
Okay.
And then we'll have revised hours as this kind of lockdown is still in place because they've limited our seating capacity and so forth. So
Right. I think it's going to be okay though, because you're going to invent it as you go.
Yeah,
and once people start coming out, the tourists start coming back.
Is this has helped a little bit with our takeout business. So our takeout business has gotten a little better, and we'll still offer that to everybody that wants to, not quite sure they want to go to the restaurant yet.
Yeah.
But at least we'll have the food available for them.
Exactly. Charles, I think it's going to be a total hit. If you were popular before, you're going to be 10 times more popular now.
I hope so, because I tell you what, this is a great concept. We have a really good staff that loves to serve people, and they do it with a big smile on their face, although they're going to be wearing masks, so you won't be able to see that. But it'll be there, I swear.
Oh, it's true. I could see that. Well, Charles, thank you so much. Wish you nothing but the best. And we'll be back probably a week from today or 2 weeks at the latest, just to come try out your great stuff here.
Come on by anytime. We welcome anybody. We'll have some fun with you.
Thank you, Charles. We appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right. Bye. Oh, so folks, a little added video here. Charles invited me to come in and take a look around, just so when you guys want to come down here, you get an idea of what you have. It's absolutely beautiful in here. Look at how nice this is. This is great. Wow. An exclusive tour. Nothing like an exclusive tour. Wow, this is incredible. Hi, how are you? Just doing a little video for showing how much of a great job you're doing here.
Awesome. Thank you.
What's your name?
Kim.
Nice to meet you, Kim. Keep up the great work.
All right, thanks.
All right. Wow.
And this is our cooler.
Oh, we got to check out the cooler in here.
So as you can see,
Oh, wow.
100 taps. With this COVID, of course, we reduced inventory.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Everybody should, because you don't want to be given outdated beer.
Right.
So actually, this week, tomorrow, we're going to have more kegs coming in, and next week even more. So
That's incredible how all this is. I never been inside one of these before where all this is hooked up like this.
So
Holy cow.
sometimes they're two stacked high in here.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. So.
This is incredible.
So this is our pride and joy. This is what we're about.
Wow.
So a tap house has to
do
have
it
a lot
right.
of varieties, and we make sure
Yeah.
we have a lot of variety for people.
That ghost chili one sounded really interesting.
It is. And the thing of it is, if people don't drink beer, we have ciders. We always have ciders on too.
You could probably do like a challenge, like a ghost pepper challenge or something like.
Well,
are they
we do.
hot?
Well, some of them are. Some of them are hot. Some of them aren't. But we just try to bring a lot of variety because people have different tastes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Not everybody loves IPAs.
Right.
People want fruit, beer with fruit, or a beer with like chocolate or cinnamon or coffee.
Precisely.
So we'll always have something like that on.
And especially in Orlando, because you have tourists coming from all over the world. It isn't like, say California, where you have maybe a certain segment.
Right.
You have everybody coming down here.
Well, like most of the places around us, you get Budweiser, Bud Light, Miller Lite, maybe a Stella.
The standard, yeah.
I mean, you just get standards. We try to be that place that is a little more goofy and has a little more variety.
I love it. That's more fun. That's the place. That's the place for me.
Yeah. So.
Man. All right. Well, great. And you keep it nice and cool in here too.
Oh yeah. Thanks, man.
That's awesome. Curly came in.
Yeah.
Hi, Curly came in. Yeah, check it out. So since they're not, so dogs are allowed outside, and of course, if they're a service dog, they're allowed inside. So Curly's getting a nice little exclusive tour too. But as you can see, folks, they're doing a magnificent job. I mean, look at these folks clean. They're just cleaning every square inch of this place. So when they're ready to open, you're going to be able to literally eat off the floor. Not that you'd want to do that, but you probably could, because it is that good. It's amazing. What a great tour. Folks, thank you so much for your hospitality. We appreciate you.
Come see us tomorrow.
Okay, probably next week.
Sounds good.
Okay? Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. So this is how they're doing a little social distancing inside of the restaurant. But I'll tell you, folks, it's just nice being inside of a restaurant. It's pretty quiet right now, but as you can see, it's really nice in here. And what they're doing is they're social distancing. So when people come in, you can see it's every other table. And as you can see here, this table is not available. We are distancing our tables and limiting seating. And they're all doing the right thing. I'll tell you, it just feels good to be inside of a restaurant again and to be able to get your own soda. Really, really good. So yeah, this is a great place, folks. I suggest you come down There's Jimmy John's all over the place. This is their slogan. Your mouth isn't watering. It's crying for Jimmy John's. Nice. So if you guys will watch my channel, what drink should I get? Which one should it be? Geez, I don't know. I think it's gonna be, surprisingly, it's gonna be that one. So that was actually the first time I went into a restaurant in God, about 6 to 8 weeks. And my first time ever trying Jimmy John's. I have to say, wasn't crazy about it. I ended up getting it's like a Cuban sandwich, but I thought the sandwiches here were a little more fancy. I just was expecting maybe to get like chicken with a gravy or something like that, or I just seem to think that Firehouse is probably a little bit better. But we tried it. It's the first time we ever tried it, and they had Coke in there, which that was good. They have their own brand of potato chips, which I thought were men's and men's. So I mean, it's obviously very clean. They make everything in front of you, but I don't think. I think if I have to try Jersey Mike's, but I would definitely, if they were side by side or even not, I would definitely go to Firehouse Subs over this because they make like
Me
the warmer
too.
sandwiches. County of Kerry.
I
What?
agree.
Me too. No offense to Jimmy John's, but Firehouse is better.
I agree.
Yep. So hey folks, I know this is probably one of my longer videos, and thank you for staying tuned, but I had to show you guys this right over here in Clermont, because I told you we're in Clermont today. There's a thing called the Citrus Tower. It's closed right now because of the coronavirus and all that. Let me show you the Citrus Tower. The tower is, I believe it's 20 stories. It's one of the highest things around Central Florida. But right near the Citrus Tower is what they call the White House replica. And I'm going to take you over to see the White House replica right now. Well, first let me show you Mount Rushmore, because this is part of it too. This is absolutely incredible, folks. Like I said, I know this is a really long video, and thank you for tuning in, but I had to show you this. This is currently closed, but look how amazing this is here. So who knows all the presidents who were on there? I mean, it's not that hard. You got George Washington, got Andrew Jackson, got Teddy Roosevelt, and of course, my favorite president, Abraham Lincoln. But folks, again, being in Clermont, look at this view from Clermont. Holy cow. I mean, this is just, you don't really get to see this in Florida, folks. I'm going to take you on a view because, again, Florida is very flat. People don't realize how flat Florida is. I mean, it's not like the Midwest, but there's very few hills, very, very few hills in Florida because, you know, the water table is low. But this is one of those exceptional areas where you just have a fabulous, fabulous view of the surrounding area. It is absolutely incredible. I have to. So look at this. This is just totally amazing. It's incredible. So I recommend you come out here, folks. This is totally amazing. I'm going to turn. Look at that. That's the Citrus Tower. And I'm going to take you now over to see the White House replica. Really amazing. So folks, this is the House of Presidents. And sure enough, it is here, right here in Central Florida. Got Honest Abe right outside the Lincoln Memorial. It's really, really incredible. I got to get my picture over here with Honest Abe. See that? I didn't have to go all the way over to Washington. I got my picture with my favorite president, Abraham Lincoln. And what's amazing too is my second favorite president, Ronald Reagan. He's got a little a quote over there. Let me take you over to see that as well. So this is the placard that's outside. It's the President's Hall of Fame, and it welcomes you. And apparently, I guess Ronald Reagan might have been here once. He said, a national treasure. For over 40 years, visitors and collectors have entered our doors into a world of exquisite, unique, and one-of-a-kind displays. They've been featured at the White House, the Smithsonian, presidential libraries, world-renowned museums all over the world. Good Morning America has been here. The Today Show, periodicals like Newsweek and Time and People have all talked about it. It's a low admission, and you get a return pass up to a year. Wow, pretty amazing. Now, we can't see through much through the windows here, but it looks like these are just some random artifacts. I think my father, it's not really worth a lot, but my father had the Spiro Agnew watch, battery-operated watch. I should really bring that here. Look at that, we got Jimmy Carter in there. Look at this. This is incredible, folks. And again, like I always tell everybody, look at that, you got Bill Clinton hanging out in there. Statue of Liberty. You got like a presidential limousine over there. Oddly enough, we had a car like that, not the limousine version, but we had a Coupe de Ville. That's a 1973 Cadillac. Like I always tell you folks, the parks are beautiful, but it's really nice to go traveling, spend a little extra time, take a day or two away from the parks and the busyness. And I know things are going to be a little different now with social distancing, but there's so many treasures to see inside of Florida that most people don't get to see. So I would say book yourself an 8 or 9 day trip down here, and then give yourself 1 or 2 days just to relax and come down like only a half hour away. This is where like a lot of the cast members live too. You know, Clermont, Apopka, all those kind of places. If you ever move down here, you know, again, there's a lot of wonderful places to live inside of Florida. But we always do what, you know, we like going out and doing videos, and I like exploring new things. The last time I was here, and I always put this into all my videos. The last time I was here was about 17 years ago when we weren't sure where we wanted to move to. And I came here with my son Matt and Carrie, and sadly my son Matt is not with us anymore. We lost him last August. We are going to start a foundation for him, or a charitable organization, and we want it to be a suicide prevention foundation. And folks, if you can subscribe to the channel, all proceeds, once I monetize this channel, I'm getting closer to doing that. Once I monetize the channel, I promise all proceeds will go toward suicide prevention. We want to start the foundation. It's going to be called the Waffles Foundation. I want to give a great shout out to a really good friend of mine who's helping me start that. And I really appreciate all of your help. I don't want to mention your name because you know who you are out there. But we're very, very appreciative and thankful that you're helping us with that to carry Matt's legacy along. It's going to be called the Waffles Foundation. And the slogan is going to be saving lives through music, one note at a time. Because Matt was a brilliant musician, and we want to carry on his love of music. And the idea is we're going to do suicide prevention, and we are going to give out musical instruments to anybody who would like to play and can't afford them. That's going to be the goal of the foundation, and anything else that comes up in that order. There's not going to, it's going to be just a living, breathing, kind of like the Constitution of the United States, a living, breathing document or organization that, as changes or things come along, will change and will adapt to whatever needs to be done in terms of that topic. But that's the idea of it, folks. And if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And thanks for hanging in on the video this long. I'm going to go take a look at that Cadillac now and show it to you as well. So stay tuned. We're going to go see a Cadillac. So folks, here we are with that Cadillac I was telling you about. Now, I'm not a Cadillac expert, but I can tell you this is a 1973 Cadillac. And the reason I know that is because my mother owned one. Now, we didn't own the limousine version of this. I know Elvis Presley had a couple of these. Now, it's not listing as to who owned this or whether this was a presidential car. I kind of tend to doubt that. But it was probably some dignitaries. But I could tell you that it's definitely a 73 Caddy. We had the Coupe de Ville in white. And it's kind of a shame that it's just sitting here kind of rusting away. But I would love to get this and refurbish it. But this looks like something more like that Elvis Presley would have had, you know, with the television in there and all that. But like I said, this is definitely a 73 Cadillac out there for all you car buffs out there who would know. The difference, and the way I know is, if you look right here at the front, the grille in the front of the Cadillac, the 73, see that middle reflector right there, the indicator? On the 73 Cadillac, that middle indicator was wide like that. On the 72, it was very narrow. So this is definitely a 73 Cadillac. We had a car like this for years and years and years. It rode like a top. It's a tank. The trunk is amazing, amazingly big. But just a little thing there for the car buffs out there. So folks, this video is running very long, and I guess this is a good place to cut it off with the view here. I'm going to zoom it in, and I thank you for watching, for staying this long. Please drop me a comment. Please subscribe, folks. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm going to zoom in on that orange tower, and I'll do my closing and put my picture up of my beloved son, Matt, who I love and I miss. And folks, I'll see you real soon on the next video. Take care of yourself.